Hello, welcome back. This is Jeff Byers, your instructor for ANY 150, Introduction to 3D Modeling and Game Art. This is Module 3, and we'll be modeling a low-poly dagger and a low-poly battle axe. This is part 1 of a 3-part series. Alright, try to remember that I do not take any emails after 9 o'clock. And I do not take emails before 9 o'clock in the morning. Of course, you can send them to me, but I will not look at any other emails after 9 o'clock p.m. Sometimes you guys will email me late at night, and I just happen, if I happen upon it, and respond, but that's not a regular thing for me. So please remember, I do not respond to text messages or email before 9 a.m. or after 9 p.m. Okay? Again, please understand, I'm not a software specialist. That would be somebody that is an IT person. Okay, so I'm not a software specialist, meaning that when I open up the software, I know how to use it. But when I install, I'm not a software installation expert. So please contact tech, and they can assist you. If you need technical assistance on that kind of stuff like VPN. And I sent several emails out on that, and you guys can check for those if you need more information on VPN. And so hopefully everybody's got their software all figured out. At this point, we're just about 3 weeks in. This is our second week in, at the end of our second week. And we're starting our third module. That means this is our third week. Continue to make sure you check my advice for success, because this one they progressively get harder and takes longer. So when we go through this, I'm going to kind of take you through. I always keep this information up here. That's never going to change. Overview. So what are you guys going to do? Again, this is Module 3, Part 1, and in this module we're going to continue learning more about the user interface. Okay, and we do that by creating assignments or creating projects like the low-poly dagger and the battle axe. So you'll continue to, I'll show you more modeling tools that you guys are going to explore while you're creating the dagger and the axe. And the course assignment, again, is just kind of what I've talked about. And here's an image of the finished low-poly battle axe. And if you need additional help from Maya, there's that document page. Of course, user interface, make sure you continue to learn your way around, because we're going to have a big quiz on that pretty soon. So make sure, I want to give you guys like 3 or 4 weeks before I get into that. So make sure you memorize where everything is. So when we are talking back and forth, communicating back and forth through email, if I say, listen, you need to go on the status line, you're going to know where that is. Or if I tell you you need to find something on the shelf, okay, and like polymodeling, I want you to go to the shelf, go to polymodeling, you know exactly where that is. That's right there. This is the shelf. Okay, so this is going to help you with the when I talk about time slider, range slider. If I get into that kind of stuff, or helpline, you'll know to go on here and look for it. Okay, so it's really important that you understand the parts of the Maya user interface, so make sure you get familiar with that and keep practicing and memorizing it. And then the Maya 1 key shortcuts, again, you've already noticed I've already pulled from that. The hotkeys are very important, so memorize those. Lesson content, this is where you start learning some new stuff, so make sure you read and watch every video. This takes you through a new concept, sculpting tools that are actually in Maya. Maya is extremely robust. and it can actually do some sculpting. It's not nearly as robust as ZBrush, which is a standalone tool for sculpting, but you can get a lot of stuff done, and it really will help you if you understand that. So make sure you watch that video and experiment a little bit with that. And then we get into the soft selection tool, which we'll probably use on the battle axe. The dagger is fairly easy. That's going to be the first thing you guys create. The battle axe is way harder to create, so you really need to give yourself time for that. And here's some lectures I have, modeling tools. I want you to watch every one of those. Practice that for about an hour as you watch these. Just practice those tools, the new tools that I show you. And then the course assignment, of course, is just creating the low poly dagger, which will probably take you maybe an hour or two. The battle axe is going to take you about 6 hours. Okay, so total is about 10 to 12 hours for this assignment. So make sure you give yourself plenty of time. Start early in the week. Like I said, start looking at this stuff on Monday, skimming through it real quick, and then I want you to start going through it. It basically progresses from the top of the page all the way down. That's exactly how I want you to read it. I don't want you going all the way to the end and watching stuff there when you should be starting at the very top. The references, I've got, let me know if this zip file does not work, but you can click on it and download it. And that's how you're going to get started. So I'll show you that real quick. So this is what it looks like when it's downloaded, and then I want you to right click over it. I'm on Windows 10. Right click over it and open with Windows Explorer. And then what I want you to do is double click on this, and I want you to select everything, copy it, and go to the Documents folder. Wherever you have your Maya project folders where you need to go. Could be on your hard drive, I don't know. And projects, and then mine is module 3, 4, and 5. So you're going to create a new folder, and then in source images you're going to drop all these. I've already done that, and drop all these in there. So all your textures and references go in the source images folder. Okay, then you're done with that. So let's go ahead and go back. Okay, and then we start our first assignment. We have 2, meaning that you're going to have 2 objects you're going to create. So I show you basically setting up your project, getting everything ready, and then starting your dagger. I'm going to show you how to, you guys know how to import an image, but I take you through that again. And then it continues on. It's just, like I said, it just progresses on through modeling the dagger, and you can see the modeling the dagger is not that tough. It's pretty easy, and you got 3, and that kind of gets you set up for the harder one, which is your battle axe, which is a lot more difficult to create. So these videos are longer, and they take a lot more time to go through. Be patient, and please watch what you're doing and save every 5 to 10 minutes. I'm telling you, you need to do that, and make sure you save in a sequence, and I say that over and over again. Alright, I can't say it enough, to save in a sequence and save all the time in case things go wrong. Okay, so and then we take you through mirroring, and then adding the leather strap, which takes a lot of time, and then lighting and rendering. So it's a long one. This is going to be maybe 8 to 12 hours depending on your skill level and how quick you work, and if you have run into any issues. So that's why always starting at early Monday, get it started. It's great. Okay. Grading rubric tells you how I'm going to grade you. So basically, if you turn your stuff in and they look good and they look like what I have, you're going to get the points, right? If you're missing stuff, I start taking away points. So beware of that. Module 3 instruction video tutorials up and ready to go. And you can see how you can turn stuff in, what I need. You'll have, I believe there's 12, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, yeah, 12 images that you're going to be turning in. And then I give you kind of a example here of the dagger, what it looks like, and then the battle axe, which is pretty cool. Okay, so again, it's not that tough. The dagger just kind of gets you set up and ready to go, and back into it again, and then the battle axe really takes you through some interesting twists and turns, and you learn a lot of new tools. So you got to give yourself time for that. Okay, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoy the course or the assignment, and it's a lot of fun. And some of you are wishing you could just pick your own medieval weapons. The thing is, though, unfortunately, when you're starting out, you basically have to learn how to do things, and then once you are comfortable with the tools, then you can start doing your own stuff, and that's how it progresses, right? So you learn the tools. After you get done with this course, then you can basically go out and you'll have more freedom. But since this is your first 3D class, we've got to kind of reel you in so you don't go over your head. And plus, if you run into an issue and you're using a different reference or something totally different, I may not be able to help you with the modeling, and it would be impossible for me to do that for 20 students. So you have to understand that I've got to kind of reel it in a little bit. So anyway, great. Keep up the good work, guys. You got 2 modules underneath you now, and things will get easier and better as you go along and keep working in Maya, and just keep doing the good work that you're doing. And I'll see you guys in module 4. And good luck with this week, and have fun.